Hi everyone, I'm Jay and this is the Camden Stitch. It's a bit of a different vlog today because I am joining in a vlog hop with Stephanie Rublitz, whose YouTube channel is Stephanie Rublitz, I believe, and Elisa Shea, whose YouTube channel is Thoughtful Creativity. I'll link to both of them. They very kindly asked me if I would like to be involved in a vlog hop. I didn't know what a vlog hop was because I'm 44. And anyway, what it means is that a group of vloggers all take part in a sort of challenge, and it's the opportunity for us to all kind of give each other a bit of a shout out, and hopefully you as the viewer will be introduced to some new vloggers. So sounds really fun. What we're going to do is they have emailed me a list of questions which I've got to open on camera, so I'm sitting here with my laptop on my knee, so bear with me and I shall just have a quick look and then I have to open them. I hope there's not anything that would have to be censored. There's 12 questions and 10 questions and I haven't read all of them, so I'll answer them as they come up, but this is meant to be a lightning round, so you're not going to get a load of waffle from me. Number one, what was your most recent make? It was a pinafore dress that I drafted myself, copying this vintage pattern, and I filmed a vlog about it and that will be coming up soon. Indie patterns or big four? Big four definitely, I'm all over them. Indie patterns. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Who is your sewing teacher slash influencer? There are a couple of people who I follow on Instagram that I get a lot of information about sewing from. One of them is Win Michelle. The second one is Birdie Sew. I can't remember. Birdie. I'll put a name here. They both do very, very involved and helpful stories explaining how they do this, that and the other. And they're both more advanced than me, both in sort of... Michelle is studying pattern cutting, I believe. Birdie does a lot of couture techniques, so they both introduced me to stuff that is new to me and I find very interesting. In the UK, if I have a sewing question, one of the people who I often ask is Susan Young Sewing, and another person who I ask a lot is Claire Sews, because she's such a brilliant teacher. She's so methodical and meticulous in the way that she arranges things and explains things. If you don't follow them, then I would advise you to give them a follow. Hand or machine hem? I machine hem everything, but I always use my blind hem foot. What are the things that you love to sew? Dresses, they are close to my heart. Sometimes I might need trousers, but they're a bit more of a chore. It has to be dresses. If you could start sewing all over, I would ... Do you know, I would love to start sewing all over again, because those first few months when you start sewing are the most fun time, because it's just like an absolute voyage of discovery all the time. And then after that, like with anything that you learn, your trajectory slows down a bit, doesn't it? In that you've learnt quite a lot and there are still new things to discover, but they come in a bit more of a drip feed, whereas in the beginning everything's new. I don't know if I would do anything different. I think since I started to learn to sew, I've sewn every day, or like 6 days out of 7, let's say, and that's been a brilliant way to learn, because I imagine I would have got very frustrated with projects if I was having to leave them and go back to them. So yeah, stick to it, be determined. Do you ever sew for someone else? I sometimes sew for Mr. Ian. I don't know if he likes me sewing for him, but he kind of has to pretend that he does. I just basically make him kind of trousers that he wears in the house, you know, like pyjama pants type things. I hope to make him a coat for Christmas, and I would like to make him a shirt next summer, because I bought some very nice, what's the name of that designer? Alexander Henry. Bought some very nice Alexander Henry fabric from my friend Chantel, that's like, it's kind of got like tattoo designs all over it, and I'd like to make him a shirt in that for the summer. Skirts or pants? Neither. Dresses. And also, coming to think of it, actually, if it's pants or dungarees, it's dungarees, and that is because I absolutely hate feeling being gripped about the waist, and when I wear tights, I have to like yank them down and wear them around my hips, because I just get really bad trapped wind. Too much information. What's your biggest sewing fail? Well, that actually happened 2 days ago. Yeah, on Sunday. I'll pop you in a picture here. When I was self-drafting this pinafore, I have obviously cut one of the pieces very much off grain, and I have never had an experience of cutting something off grain before, but man, oh man, that is a big boo-boo. I mean, I asked Susan Young, that I mentioned earlier, I asked her about it and said, what on earth have I done? She actually asked if I'd sewn one of the pieces on the wrong way, like mirrored, because it was so very bad. And it wasn't that, it was just that it was off grain. So that's my biggest sewing fail. What are your other hobbies besides sewing? I don't really have any. I'm quite a big comedy fan, and I used to run a little comedy group on Facebook for people to have meetups and things. I do really like arranging meetups and socials, but these days, because I don't get out very much, I haven't been to see any comedy for a while, which is a real shame. But that was my main other hobby. I also love the theatre, and I enjoy reading, and I also, I'm halfway through writing a novel. But you know, I can carry on saying I'm halfway through writing that novel in perpetuity, forever, because you know, I've written 35,000 words, but the other 35 may never get written. That is all from me today. Thank you so much, Stephanie, for inviting me to be part of your vlog hop. I will post the link to the vlog hop playlist. What that is it's a YouTube playlist. It is what it says on the tin. It's a playlist that you can play, and you will see everybody who is involved in the vlog hop answering whatever questions they've got. So you'll see a little vlog like this from a load of people, and hopefully get to meet some fab new sewing vloggers. And to be honest, I can't wait to meet some new sewing vloggers too, because I always love meeting new people and learning new stuff. All right, that's all from me today then. Lots of love from me and Betsy, wherever she is. Bye.